I'd like to open with this one line. Hey, you don't look your age. I think I think most of us must have possibly said this to a lot of women around us, assuming that you're flattering them. But if you look closely, it's a backhanded compliment. You're sort of reinforcing that looking old means looking undesirable. But the big question is, why are we so scared of aging? And we hope to answer that today. And I have two very strong women here on the panel with me who are actually managed to convince the world that true vitality is timeless and age agnostic. Thank you so much for joining us. It's our pleasure. Now, Aditi, let me start with you. You were the first Indian to win the Mrs. World title. Now, a fit body, of course, is imperative to meet the beauty standard in a pageant. Tell me, over the past 2 decades, have you seen that fitness narrative change? Has it moved away from just appearance?
First of all, good evening, and thank you, Business World Right Shift, for having me here, Dr. Batra, Neeta, Preeti. It's a pleasure being here to discuss this very essential topic of aging, or rather anti-aging. Yes, the narrative of aging, physical and mental fitness has definitely changed over the last 20 years. When I went for Mrs. World, the compliment, and it was backhand again, was that, oh, you don't look like a mother of one, because I had a child that time. Then it changed to, you don't look like mother of 2. And now the narrative is, you're so well maintained. So to me, I always used to get annoyed, and I used to say, where is it written that a mother of 1 or mother of 2 is supposed to look like this? This is the way that it is. And today when people tell me you're so well maintained, I'm like, I'm not a car, that goes to garage every time. Physical and mental well-being now is in the forefront, and thanks to media and business world, etc., I'm glad that these conversations are happening. They are a lot more now than what it used to be in the past.
I'd love to hear a little bit about Mrs. Marvelous India, Marvelous Mrs.
Marvelous
India.
Mrs. India.
How are you actually changing the narrative through that as well now?
So the hashtag is beauty inside out, because being a medical doctor and a psychologist, what I have realized is you cannot favor one over the other. Physical fitness is as important as mental well-being. Physical fitness we've been talking about since time immemorial, but mental well-being now, one of the good things of COVID was that people in India especially became okay with looking at mental health. And that is what it is. That is the journey that I've crafted for Marvelous Mrs. India, where the participants that we choose, we've created a journey where the importance of well-being, be it physical or mental, not only for a woman herself, because today when we speak to women, even as of now, when I tell a woman that take time out for yourself, she thinks that it is being selfish. But self-care is not really being selfish. It is very important to look after yourself, because when a cup is full, only then you can give somebody. Empty cup, you cannot give anybody anything, right? So that is something that is the basic underlying mantra of Marvelous Mrs. India.
Thank you, Aditi. I'll quickly come to you, Preeti, and I have to share, I was at a club in Kathmandu in April. And Preeti was there, and the crowd really went crazy looking at her. And I remember 20, 30 years later, everybody in the club was grooving to Chui Mui Si Tum Lagti Ho. Now, you were all of 18 when you starred in that one video. And from the Chui Mui girl, you became the president of the People's Arms Wrestling Federation of India. Tell us about your journey and how important has fitness been in it? Firstly, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. And yes, the club in Kathmandu was completely unexpected. I didn't expect people to remember the song after so many years, but they did. And yes, I was 17 when I shot that. So yes, I've started working very, very young. And you're asking me about my journey. I mean, when I look back, I think I have been constantly working from the age of 17 and, living out of suitcases till the age of 27, 28, when I was constantly working in the movies. And then even during marriage, I remember being pregnant and going for an event with this, with almost 7 or 8 months pregnant, and people didn't do that at that time. But I still went for the event. At 4 months, I did a stage performance when I was 4 months pregnant. So I've been working throughout. And then, of course, the shift to sports. I actually feel that was a natural progression because we look at sport also as sport entertainment. And I just completed 25 years of Mohabbatein. Mohabbatein just completed 25 years. And I think I look at my journey in entertainment and I use all that experience in entertainment and understanding what the audience wants in sport, in the Pro Punjab League, because that also has to be entertaining and has to be something that excites the audience, something that engages the audience. So I think hopefully we've managed to do that. We've seen some great numbers. Season 1 saw 32 million unique viewers. Season 2, we reached 25 million homes. So it's going great, and I think the experience is working well. And just a couple of words for Aditi. We did our first Telugu film together. Wow. Yes. Yeah. So you two and so it's very special to be on this stage with her. And she's somebody I've always gotten along very, very well with. And I'll tell you why she's the way she is all those years ago. It's because she is so warm and so easy to get along with. And I think that always shows in the aura of a person. It shows in her.
Now, Preeti, there was a phase, I remember, when there were a bunch of articles written about Preeti Jhangiani loses weight, sheds weight after pregnancy. And, while of course that's an achievement as well, do you feel in India, firstly, people are quick to judge, and second, women feel conditioned to sort of let go of themselves because they feel that, their baby deserves all their time, and it's sort of difficult to bounce back?
So these are two separate questions. I think the first one was losing weight after pregnancy. I don't remember any of these articles, but I do remember immediately after my pregnancy when I went for a couple of events. I don't think you realize how your body has changed because you're looking at yourself every day or how much weight you've put on. I remember I went for an event and there was a whole lot of press standing there. And the two questions they asked me, Preeti, we have two questions for you. Where have you been all these years and why have you put on so much weight? I said, let me put 2 babies in you. Let me see how you look, just after delivering. So the media sometimes is just brutal and they will just ask you questions. Of course, now it doesn't affect you so much. You're able to just answer because you are able to take things in your stride after years of experience. But I can imagine somebody with not that much experience of media or not that much experience of being in the limelight being asked all these questions and how it may affect a person completely. So yeah, I'm sorry, what was your second question?
You're quick to judge.
Yes, people are quick to judge they are very quick to judge. And losing weight after pregnancy, I think it's an old topic and it's to each their own. Everybody loses weight at their own pace. And it's all about your own personal metabolism, I think. A lot has to do with your own metabolism and your willpower, which I think all of us women have. So if we want to, we can do it.
I'd come to you, Aditi. You've been a fitness icon all through. But do you think fitness is a luxury? Not everyone can pull that off.
This is the first time actually I hear this statement that fitness is a luxury. I don't think so. My mom, I come from a middle class Maharashtrian background, and whilst growing up, my mother pretty much did everything because my dad liked hot chapatis, etc., etc. She is 75. That lady can sit on the floor and get up without support even today. Wow. I can't. And think about how many of us over here can do it. I'm not going to make you do it, but I do challenge you to go home, sit on the floor cross-legged and get up without support. Now, I don't think in her vocabulary, luxury, this word exists even today. I don't think she knows the cost of my bag because I don't want to tell her. So I don't think fitness is a luxury, that those words are synonymous with each other. I think fitness is a necessity. And it has nothing to do with this word. So,
I remember when Aishwarya Rai gained weight back then, and she's obviously one of the most confident and beautiful women to ever walk the earth. People were very cruel. They were quick to call it out. They were quick to say nasty things. And the new generation, with all this social media being so handy, do you feel as celebrities, the troll reactions sort of start weighing on you more than the actual health narrative? You know that somebody is going to see that and, start commenting.
well, you do over a period of time, like Preeti said, develop a thick skin, but you can't be completely impervious to it, right? Because at the end of the day, even a celebrity is a human being. So if I cut your skin, it's going to be red blood, irrespective of who you are or what you are. Similarly, where emotions are concerned, constantly getting trolled for any particular reason definitely works on your mind, irrespective of how much you try not to let it affect you. So, and this big deal about weight gain and, it's more of a cosmetic thing rather than health narrative. So that is something that we definitely need to look at, that am I physically fit? So you could be overweight, that's fine, but are you fit? In the sense that if you take Jennifer Lopez, for example, she's a big girl, and in no typical sense of, definition is she zero figure or size 1 or size 2. She's a big lady, but she's super fit. So she might be in that sense, maybe called overweight, but she's not really, because she's super fit.
I remember, Aditi, you had come to the defense of one of your friends, and my question is to you. But I remember one of your friends who, in my opinion, is one of the fittest 50-year-olds I've ever seen in the industry. She is constantly age-shamed on social media. And while this is very, very disturbing, would you say that age-shaming celebrities and even otherwise is something that's more prevalent in India as opposed to the West, doesn't happen to
No,
the
I don't
global
agree. I think ageism is universal. Gaining weight or being body shamed is universal. I don't think it is India specific at all.
Preeti.
You spoke about Ash, you spoke about Malaika. Have you seen them? They don't care. I've seen Ash walking the ramp in all of her avatars after, and she's so confident. So I think your mental positivity and your confidence can overpower everything. And that's what should be the conclusion of everything that we are speaking about. Women will always be of many different sizes. I think we need to accept our bodies for what they are, not try to compare it to somebody else. While that is easier said than done, I think your personal positivity, your achievements in your career, your achievements as a mother, your achievements in different parts of your life should define who you are, and not your weight or the way you look on the outside. And I think that is what we need to take away as women, and that is what we need to work on mentally as well. And there'll always be people who'll say, there'll be trolls, there'll be people saying things about you, whether you look amazing or not, there's always going to be some naysayers. I've just learned not to care. And I think a lot of us in the, in the limelight have learned that.
Today I think a lot of Gen Zs are trolled, or we discredit them for constantly talking about their mental health, even at the slightest discomfort. But when I actually think about it, do you feel our generation actually was at a disadvantage because we didn't speak about these things? It actually matters, right? Yes. What do you both think about mental health? How important is it really?
Well, conversations around mental health it's really very important, because like you said that whilst we were growing up, we didn't know what it meant to be mentally feeling okay, right? But now it's being thrown around very easily. Oh, I'm feeling so depressed. So let's not be that extreme in our outlook. Let's find a balance where let's normalize the conversation whether it is anxiety, panic, depression, or just not feeling okay mentally. Let's talk about that and let's normalize it, is what I would say.
I think we've run out of time. I'd just like to end with one question to both of you, because you're role models and everybody looks up to you. What would be that one tip that you'd like to give our audience for ageless living?
Let go. Two very, very simple words. We hold on to things way too much. It doesn't matter. Ask yourself, in about a year's time, will this matter? So let go and live happily.
What is age? You can reinvent yourself at any time, whether male or female. I don't think this is a discussion for women only. I think this should be a discussion for all of us. I think one can reinvent himself or herself at any time, and start something new at any time, stop something at any time. So I don't think age should be a defining factor in anything.
Fantastic. So what is age? There we end it beautifully and classily, just like the two women here with me.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.